Hello everyone, this is Remlays from 40k Theories, and welcome to the December 2019 edition of the Patreon Q&A sessions. As always, if you would like your questions answered, then click the link in the video description below and help support the channel by becoming a patron. Now, let's jump into the questions. Jason Beard asks, do you think GW will make any drastic changes to the Golden Throne in order to shake up the story? For example, the throne suffering a major malfunction. They've kind of already started doing that with the throne is slowly starting to fail, so we need to get the Drukhari involved to help fix it. As for actually being developed, do you know what? I wouldn't actually put it past GW at this point. It may not happen for a few years, but I reckon they might actually go through that at some point in the future. Voice of the Emperor asks, how long do you think it would take for Slaanesh to be manifest if it was man-made? I don't know, tens of thousands of years. It'd be a lot slower than just the Eldari on their own. So, I don't know, let's just multiply it by 10, so 50,000 years, 100,000 years, who knows? Who knows at this point? Do you think that Lorgar, if shown that faith and belief helps boost one's power, could have won over the Emperor in allowing the Imperium to either worship him as a god or be atheist? Wasn't this touched up on a new audio drama that was recently released? I need to double check, but I think that was actually the plot of it. Allbrick asks, have you ever felt disillusioned with the Emperor as you read into the lore? Honestly, no, not really. I mean, the fact that he's kind of a shit dad, is a little bit disappointed, but not necessarily disillusioning. But, nah, not really. Brent Feast asks, if you had to retcon the Horus Heresy so that all the traitor legions fell to one specific god, which ones would you pick for each of the currently undivided legions? Both of you could and couldn't pick minor gods. Oof. I honestly don't know off the top of my head. Because some of those undivided legions don't really fit with any of the main gods. I mean, Alpha Legion you could argue Tzeentch because of plotting and scheming, so that's one thing. Night Lords, you could argue either Slaanesh or Khorne because of, causing fear, but also by, committing horrific acts of bloody murder. Wordbearers, again, you can't really fit them under just one specific god. Same with the Iron Warriors. Though I suppose with the Iron Warriors' resilience you could potentially lump them in with Nurgle, but it just doesn't fit in my view. Sorry. While it's obvious that there's no way the Imperium would ever join a Tau Empire, is the other way around even a remote possibility? Could the Tau Empire, or even a small faction such as the Farsight Enclaves, potentially earn sanctioned status like the Jakiro? Given how the Imperium has fought against the Tau time and time and again, no chance at this point. In my personal opinion, there's absolutely no chance. Asbites asks, Slaanesh has been complaining that you haven't shown interest in Cybertron. Okay, can we just let this meme die now? It's been 4, maybe 5 years now? Just let it die, please. Warrior of Virtue asks, if the Space Wolves can only be raised from the men of Fenris, how were the original Terran Wolves created? This is due to the fact that, back when the Terran Space Wolves were created, the gene seed hadn't degraded to the point it is now. Basically, the gene seed of the Space Wolves has become so mutated over time, either through just natural mutation or due to the rapid gene cultivation process utilized, post-heresy or during the heresy, etc., that it's only compatible with Fenrisians now, but originally it was compatible with Terrans as well. It just lost that ability over time, because, mutation and general genetic fuck-ups. Admittedly, it is a little bit more complex than that, but that's the basic gist of it. Darks asks, do you think the Dark Angels will try to rescue Epimetheus with just Drago, or will they ask for help? Well, that depends if Ezekiel's vision is true or not, doesn't it? Brother Santodes asks, are there different Chaos Gods outside our galaxy? As far as we're aware, no. But that doesn't mean there aren't any. It's just that we don't really know anything about outside of the galaxy, other than the fact that A, the Nids came from there, and B, the Orcs have somehow got there. Brandon A asks, is there any information on the birth of Malice? Did he take long to give birth due to being a minor Chaos God? There might have been some regarding Malao, back when he was, canon, which he isn't anymore, but Malice on the other hand, there is no information at all, as far as I'm aware, at least. We know he's around. He's featured in the Heroes of the Space Marines anthology. He's featured in the short story Labyrinth. The Sons of Malice appear in Cadia Stands. But as for his origins, we know nothing. Have you ever asked the Blood Ravens to acquire something for you? No. Sorry. And finally, Zero Hits asks, what new big or small event would you love to see from the Orcs next? Be it new vehicles, Gork and Mork activity, new war, or anything else. The return of Ghazghkull Thraka. I think that's the main one here. That's the big one. Failing that, if we can't get Ghazghkull back, bring back Nazdreg. Because he hasn't had an official model since 2nd edition, and he was, a pretty instrumental Orc character. I mean, Persona 4 was basically him and Ghazghkull teaming up to beat the shit out of the Dark Angels, so it would be nice to see some Nazdreg again. And that concludes this edition of the Patreon Q&A sessions. As always, if you would like your questions answered, then click the link in the video description below and help support the channel by becoming a patron. Until next time, this has been Remlace from 40k Theories, and Happy New Year. Bye bye.